There's been a little bit of a downtime for New World and it completely nerfs the Springtide Bloom event, and you're going to want to know this if you are interested in farming any of the rewards. Now typically I probably wouldn't have posted this video, but because this is the only place to get the information now is on Twitter right now or on YouTube channels, I thought let's go ahead and actually do it. The downtime has already happened. It happened first thing this morning if you're in the EU, it happened late last night if you're in the US, and it's already live. Now it does fix the leaderboard. A lot of people were getting sort of like notifications. I wasn't getting that, but if you were getting that, fair enough. And then there are some big nerfs to the seasonal event. First and foremost, when you do the event, instead of getting 7 petals, you're going to get 14 petals. Basically doubled. Not only that, crafting the Springtide tokens now requires 3 Wispy Bloom petals instead of 5. That's a 40% reduction, and you're getting double the petals. Not only that, the Wispy Wasps now have a 75% chance to drop the goo instead of 10%, so you're going to get that more often than not. The Delightful Sacks, which are the ones from the Springtime villages, you're going to get more tokens. In fact, you're going to get 10 instead of a minimum of 1. The Joyous Gift Piles, which are the ones that are in every settlement, the contestable settlements, they weren't going to give you tokens, but they are now, and now they're going to give you 10 instead of 0. And then not only that, the Spritz and the Springtide tokens, they don't have any weight. So just to show you that these ones that are in the middle of the towns, they weren't giving you any tokens beforehand, but now instead of 0, I'm actually going to get 10. So we should actually see here, we get 10 Springtide tokens. Delightful, you want to claim them. Also worth noting that the ones here, I think these actually could give you tokens, but now you're actually guaranteed 10. So you just get them as well, 10 guaranteed every time now, makes sense. And when you come over to actually hand in your stuff, you can see that it now requires 3 instead of 5. That's going to make getting them a lot easier, getting a lot of tokens a lot easier. Obviously I'll just craft my 140 here because there's no reason not to. I'm going to take the wafer that gives me extra petals because I just want to see if I actually get 28. I should do, there's no reason why I wouldn't, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, there's some people already here. Let me just plant my bomb and let's just hope I can get the reward right. I just want to get the 28 and I'll show you when we actually get them. So now that I've done this, I'm just going to stand over here. These guys are very annoying. Let's wait for this event to actually complete. Okay, so the event is done and you can see I get 28. That is going to make it a lot easier to complete this event. I won't go through the rewards, you know what they are. Yeah, they've completely nerfed this event. I know a lot of people farmed it out and there is a bit of a question there, how sort of like moral is it in a way to nerf something that a lot of people have already spent a lot of time doing? I mean, it is what it is, right? Why they're doing this now and not before the event even started, I'm not 100% sure. I always find it a little bit weird when you make things easier like that quickly. I mean, it's not quite as bad as making things harder. At least they didn't make it harder. But for the people who found it out, I can imagine you being a little bit bitter. But for the rest of us who are just looking to get all the stuff that they want and need, well, they've completely nerfed it into the ground. You can now, if you want, probably just pick up the piles from every town every day and you'll probably get enough to get everything you need, which is the way that the other events have been, and I was a little bit surprised that it wasn't like that this time. Big shout out to my YouTube members and Patreons. I much appreciate you guys. If you want to support me, becoming a follower over on Twitch would be very much well received. What you should definitely do though is have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.